Salute everybody. So this video is going to be an interesting one. This video is going to be talking about a lot of things that people are going to have mixed feelings about. This video was a video I wanted to make a long time ago, but I just never knew when the time was right. But definitely with what's going on in the trading market now, this is the perfect time to make the video. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about everything that you've been told about Forex is a lie. Somebody asked me, can I make a video talking about stop losses? And one of the most common things you hear about stop losses is that they do not stop hunt you. Well, this video is going to answer and tell y'all the truth about that. Let's start off with the foreign exchange market, what it is. We all know that you trade currencies against one another, and you trade commodities, metals, things like that. Now, there's a gray area with this Forex trading because when it comes to regulated, you have the regulated and the unregulated. We all know this. I'm not going to go into like a deep dive. But what y'all don't know, most of y'all, because you listen to YouTube traders, is that the Forex market is 100% fake. This is not a joke. This is not a scam. I am not lying. Yeah, the whole market is fake. Every trade that you take on a Forex broker, unregulated, is not real. So if you've been trading on any broker that is unregulated, you have never taken a live trade. I've said this before as well. But here's where it gets deeper. The reason you have not taken a live trade ever is because the market is not live. The market is a simulation of the actual real trade market. What do I mean? If you trade futures, which most people have been doing, which I've known this for a long time because I tried futures when I first started learning Forex, you have to pay for a data package. What is a data package? Well, for those of you who don't trade futures, a data package is you pay for live data from the actual live market to be sent to your chart. Most people in the US trade do TradingView and they use futures. Most people outside of the US trade on MetaTrader and use futures or future traders. Futures exposes a lot of the things with Forex, and that's why this battle has been going on now where offshore brokers have been being shut down or kicked out of the US market because they are unregulated and they get to open these firms and these brokers for very little money. I won't disclose the amount in this video, but it's very little money. Somebody with a 9-to-5 can open a prop firm or a broker. And that's what makes this video even more important for me to make. And why is it more important for me to make this video because of that? Well, it's more important because if you knew what was really going on, you would look at all of this trading stuff differently. People ask me, why do I trade the way that I trade? Why do I do the things that I'm doing? Well, the reason I trade so aggressively in the Forex market is because I always knew in the back of my head that there's no way that this is going to be allowed to stay here. It's like a get rich quick scheme that can really get you rich if you do the right things. Majority of y'all will never get rich in this market, and the statistics is right in your face to tell you you won't. And the reason for that is because it's all designed for you not to. So let's get into everything. Let's break everything down. The Forex market is simulating the futures market. The futures market is the live market, and the difference is that the futures brokers do not have anything to do with the actual market, but the offshore brokers clone the actual market and they send that to the trading platform that you're looking at. And this is why I used to tell y'all in my older videos, the market is at least 7 minutes behind. The reason that I tell y'all that the Forex market is lagging is because it's a simulation of the live market. So whatever's happening on a live chart, you are getting that data late. And that's why I keep telling y'all, stop listening to Forex traders on YouTube who tell you indicators don't work. Because these people who are telling you this don't know that the entire market is a simulation. If you are trading with the odds already not in your favor, by not using an indicator, you're trading even more with the odds not in your favor. That's why so many of y'all are not able to be successful at trading. The indicators are simply data. The data is they call it lagging indicators. Indicators don't work. All indicators are data. That data is going to give you an edge on the market. That's why most people who trade tell you don't use them, because they have an invested interest, because they're partnered with or own the outright prop firm or broker that they're promoting to y'all. One red flag for y'all to have noticed, and you should have noticed this a long time, and I'm going to expose it all in this video, is when a Forex trade on YouTube is only trading with one broker. Why would you trade with one broker? Especially if you're a successful trader who has a lot of capital. When I was trading $1,000 account, I still had more than one broker. I always had 2 or 3, because I was trying different brokers, because all of these brokers move price a little bit differently. Take, for instance, when I used to have KOT4 and Hugo's Way open, I would have these 2 MetaTrader brokers open, and I would literally see the same pair with a different price on both charts. Have any of y'all ever seen that? Think about it. You probably have seen that. And the reason you see that is because it's simulating a live market. So when y'all see that, that is what I'm trying to warn y'all about. Because the market is not live. So when you see YouTubers tell you something doesn't work, or something is this, or something is that, and they're trading through a broker that they're promoting, or just one broker, you cannot trust that, because they're probably affiliated with that broker or that firm that they're promoting to y'all. Now, on top of them being affiliated, they have incentive for you to fail at trading. Why is that? They have an incentive for you to fail because when you become liquidity, that money goes to the broker. The broker kicks back a bonus on top of the commissions and fees to the trader. So you have to understand there is actually money to be made off you learning not to trade from a Forex trader on YouTube. Okay, so the Forex market in general is in shambles, because between the predators who are taking your money and the people who have incentives for you not to be profitable, for you to be following these people, you're sacrificing yourself and you're feeding yourself into what is wrong with this market in general. So is the solution to go to futures? Maybe it is for you, but it's not hopeless. As you can see, I've been sitting here for about 4 years now, over 4 years, telling y'all to use indicators, to use anything that's going to give you an advantage. The reason was not because I sell them. Of course, I want you to buy my indicators. It was never to buy my indicators. It was to tell you that the market is rigged and you have to rig it back in your favor as much as you can, however you can. Because everything is designed to take your money in Forex. It's a huge scam all the way from the top down. Is it a scam? Yes. Do they stop hunt you? Yes. Okay, so let's explain stop hunting. I'm going to put on the screen this message from this prop firm I'm trading. Why would a prop firm not allow you to put a trade in without a stop loss? They need to be able to see it. How do I know they stop hunt? How do I know for a definitive fact that they do stop hunt you? Well, the reason I know is because I put code in all of my robots to take a trade with a stop loss. But the catch, and I'm going to reveal the secret, because they code on to the secret so I could tell you, the viewer, the secret. The secret is that the broker cannot see the stop loss. Only you can see it. So when you use one of my robots and you put a stop loss, the stop loss is there for the robot to close the trade. The broker cannot see it. Now, how do I know they stop hunt you? Because sometimes when I put a trade and I put a 30 pip stop loss on a 1 hour, that's one of the numbers I like to use, depending on how much the pair moves. I've seen the broker ignore my stop loss and keep myself in a trade that was negative against me with a stop loss, because they can't see the stop loss, so they ignore the stop loss and they slip you past the stop loss. I've seen it. I've seen it countless times, actually. And that's when I started realizing they're slick. So I coded my robots to hide the stop loss. And guess what? When I use these robots on prop firms and brokers that don't allow you to input a stop loss, guess what it tells me when I try to enter the trade? Even though the stop loss is there, because they can't see the stop loss on the back end, they do not allow the trade to be entered. And as you can see from the email I got right here, this confirms that they do stop hunt you. They need to know your stop loss because they're simulating the market. All CFD brokers simulate the live market. None of them, not one of them, is trading the live market. And they need your stop loss because those are the brokers that are going to stop hunt you. How do they stop hunt you? What's the most common way that they do it? Well, it's simple. The most common way that they stop hunt is by widening the spread. Okay, now here's the catch. Most brokers do it at a certain time of the day because then it looks more legit. But the honest truth is, if you trade futures, they don't widen your stop loss. They don't widen your spread. They don't ever touch your spread because they have nothing to do with the spread because you're trading on the live market. But with Forex CFD brokers, you're trading on their simulated market. They control the price. Okay, so they control the price. And yes, they can control the price. I've seen Hugo's Way. One person was in a trade on Hugo's Way and I was in the same trade on KOT4. And he asked me, did I see the 70 pip jump on GJ? And I told him, no, there was no 70 pip jump on GJ. But when you look on Hugo's Way, his candle has 70 pips in one candle that never existed on any other broker. Why did this happen? They stopped hunting people. They liquidated their traders on that broker. And yes, I'm saying the name because Hugo's Way is practically all but gone right now. But I had to say the name so y'all could hear the true story that this happens. So this goes back to what I was telling y'all about using things to your advantage, because they're going to do everything in their power to cheat you. You can know how to trade and lose every day and not understand why. You're going to think it's because you're not consistent, because of something you're doing wrong or something that's happening. No, I have software. I'm coding it. I'm telling y'all from a coder's perspective, they stop hunt you. They move price, they widen spreads to get you out of your trade. So if they know that everyone's entering, and I'm going to explain what is the incentive behind it. I'm going to explain everything in this video. I'm going to expose all of this to y'all in this one video. The reason that they would do it is because a lot of people trade strategies that everyone knows. Most of the people who are running these brokers and prop firms or partnering and helping these brokers and prop firms are traders. They know all the lingo on YouTube. They know all the moves. It's like chess, they know all the moves. When people enter at a certain point, if they see 10 tickets come in at one price, and these tickets for like $3 million, and the market is trying to liquidate $1 million a day, they will move price against you if enough money is in that trade. And people say they don't care about your little bit of money. That is false on the CFD broker. Whenever you hear a trader say that, they're lying to you. They're either lying or they don't know. But I'm telling you that more than likely they're being disingenuous and they're lying. I'm going to be very harsh in this video. I'm not sugarcoating anything. They're lying to you. So they will move price and they can do it. People say, hey, market makers move price by putting money in the market. I used to think the same thing. They don't have to put any money in the market because the market is not real. It's a simulated market. So they can just move price wherever they want, whenever they want. Now, the way that they do it to keep it clean is they just widen their spread. A broker might widen their spread 60 pips to close all these people out because they put their stop loss. Say everybody takes a demand trade and they put their stop loss right above the demand area and they start selling, right? They'll widen the stop loss, the spread, to hit your stop loss. Take all of y'all out of the trade and continue in that direction because that's price action trading. You knew the trade was going down, but you also knew the safe area was behind the highest high on a demand trade, right? That would be the technical way to trade a demand trade. Put your stop loss behind the highest high and you're out of the clear. Well, what they'll do is they'll wick you right out of that trade. They'll put a wick right through the demand, past the demand zone into the stop loss, and people call this a liquidity grab on YouTube. That is not a liquidity grab. That is a manipulation. This means that everybody entered this trade and it was enough money that the market decided that, hey, let's make our money for the day and let's grab them. So you have smart traders on this platform. I see a guy named say this, and he's actually correct. He says that's a liquidity grab. So what you do is you trade behind it. See, what he may know or not know is that you shouldn't have to do that, but he's correct. That's what you have to do. You have to do that. How do you know these things? Because you have to think like what I'm saying to you. You have to think that this is all a lie. They're all trying to get you and rob you. Because people tell you, Dad, you don't care about your little $10 trade. Yes, they do. They care about it. They care about it because the same trade you entered, 100 people entered. How do I know this? Because prop firms will ban your robot. If a bunch of people buy the robot and the same trade is taken at the same time by the same robot. So is there a way around it? Of course I know the way around it. Of course I'm not gonna, sell a robot and let people have that happen to them. But it happens. And why does it happen? Because they see so many people enter at that trade. Guess what? They can now, due to the terms and conditions, void all of those trades and not have to pay all those people out. See, the number one reason y'all should have known that this was fake, which I thought people would figure it out, but I'll say it outright in this video, is because if a prop firm has been making $300 million a year, my Forex funds, I'm looking at you, and 90% of the people who take challenges fail, that means 90% of $300 million was profit for them. And the number's higher than 90%, but let's just keep it at that round number. That means out of 300 million, they walked away with 90% of that money every year. Now here's the kicker. It costs 5 figures minimum, the low end 5 figures to open a prop firm account. Do you think that's right to open a prop firm for a couple $1,000s and have YouTube people promote the broker, teach you how to lose, and that prop firm makes 90% of all that money, and they have no liquidity to back up real traders if they win? So let's just say 10 people enter that prop firm and 8 of them win. They cannot pay the 8 people because they don't have any liquidity behind the company, because they opened it for $15,000 and now 8 people just made a payout of 100K. They cannot pay it. So they need y'all to come there and lose it. And offshore brokers, it's the same game, except the offshore broker is not as glittery and glitzy as the prop firm, because the prop firm is offering you 100K to take a trade with their capital. But here's the kicker. You really don't have 100K. You really only have whatever the daily limit is. So if your daily limit is 5% of 100K, you only have $5,000 in that account to trade. And why is that? Well, simple. You have that because they can't afford to have 100,000 people trading 100K accounts. They don't have the money behind them for that. If they make 300 million for the year and 100 people are trading 100K account, do the math on that. And if they all had a payout of $10,000, right? Do the math on that. That means they would never make any money. So it's in their best interest to have these things in play against you. So why? I'm gonna ask you this question. Why would you sit up here and trade a naked chart because so-and-so FX told you? Then you find out so-and-so FX owns the broker. So do you see the reason that I tell you don't listen to these people on YouTube? Do you understand why I tell y'all do not trust me or anyone on YouTube anymore? Because they're all lying to y'all. I've been telling y'all this for years, and now it's starting to finally come out and people are like, oh, I see y'all coming around slowly. The truth is not as entertaining. This is not something people really want to hear, but it's what you should know. So I get that I see y'all slowly coming around to what I'm saying. It's starting to be unable to hide. But y'all need to understand something about this unregulated versus regulated broker thing. The reason that I'm for the regulation, even though I hate it, is because it's too many people out here lying to y'all. There's too many slips and cracks. I get attacked by people on YouTube, Instagram, especially TikTok, for telling the truth. People hate some of the things that I say. They don't like it. Oh, why would you do this? Why would you do that? I'm like, well, he must have. I don't attack people back when I realize they don't know what they're saying. I think in my head, I said, oh, he don't know that this is all bullish. I'm doing this because we got to get it while we can. I'm trading 40 trades a day because I may not be able to do that tomorrow. And guess what? I wake up and my broker's gone. So was I stupid or were you stupid? See, y'all make fun of me. Y'all attack me. Y'all shun me. And everything I told y'all turned out to be right. All it did was it took time for me to just wait. And now we're seeing that everything is true that I said. This is not about me being right, though. It's about y'all knowing the truth. The truth is the whole entire Forex industry is fake. Can you make money? Yes. Can you be consistent? Yes. But you have to beat the odds. You have to put an edge on the market because it's going to always beat you. You have to think around the market. You got to be 2 steps ahead of this shit. So when y'all sit there and say no naked charts because so-and-so FX told me, so-and-so FX is leading you to the slaughter. Now, this is not a defend indicator situation. It's the truth. Every person who I researched who said something about indicators turned out to be a part of a company that they were sending you to and referring you to and making money off of you. Some of them make money off of you taking a trade, not just you signing up, taking a trade. They make money off your commission fees, swap fees, lot sizes, daily spend, not just you signing up. I got brokers and prop firms that I refer people to that still never paid me. They won't even pay little bits of referral. I'm not a big channel. They won't even pay me a couple $100. I had brokers close trades that I was in and then tell me the trades never existed. And I was recording the trades because, you know, I document everything on YouTube. I was recording the trade, so I was able to get the ticket numbers and could dispute these allegations. Somebody came to me because they did an arbitrage trade against the broker, and it's not hard to do it. All you got to do is go to a live chart, because if you go to a live chart, you're 7 minutes ahead of the broker. Guess what happens when you do that? It should be simple, right? It should be legal. They'll call that an arbitrage trade because you were moving faster than the market. What do they do in those situations when it's a lot of money? They want to look at your PC. They want to actually do a diagnostic check on your PC to see if you were on the live market versus a simulated broker. Y'all don't even know about these issues. These are the things I deal with clients behind the scenes. Somebody went through this with a broker for $80K. And they fought him for it because it's $80K, it's $80,000. I'm not giving you $80,000 because you were smart enough to trick me. Y'all don't know the things I see as a software developer for Forex. But I'm telling y'all now, do not trust the YouTubers, do not trust the brokers. Trust yourself and trust the data. That's the only advantage you're going to have, because these people are going to send you there and watch you lose your trades, and then they're going to get paid. You think that a person who owns a prop firm is going to, or a broker is going to really show you? Because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of these people who own these things who say they're the owner, and they come on here and they be like, hey, I'm trading, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And I'm sitting there watching the videos and I'm like, it sounds good, but do you really want people to win? No. Why are they doing it? Because they know the statistics. 90% of y'all are not going to win anyway. Because this is cultural. People have been told to do these things culturally that make them lose at trading. And all I keep warning y'all is stop listening to YouTubers. So, to end this video the right way, the broker and prop firm cannot be trusted ever. I don't care how cool the CEO is, how many subscribers the YouTuber got. They are out to take your money. They stop hunt you. They widen spreads to get you out of your trade. And never trust a prop firm that tells you to not enter without a stop loss. That's a red flag. Any prop firm that tells you that, do not trade that prop firm. I don't care how cool so-and-so FX said it was. An offshore broker is a simulated version of the live market. They already want you to lose. Okay, so when you go there and you want to trade naked charts and be 7 minutes behind the live market, which I kept warning y'all about, just understand what you're doing. All you're doing is trading with one hand tied behind your back at that point. Then when you want to go naked chart trading, tell them I don't need the data, and everyone who tells you to use a naked chart is trading with moving averages on their chart because they know that they need some kind of direction because the market is not real. Okay. The number one most respected moving average, which I'm going to make a video about, is the 200 EMA. Why? Because it's going to give you the trend direction. Every trader uses some kind of trend direction indicator, but they'll tell you not to. But ask to see their real chart, not the chart that's on YouTube, the chart that's on the side. The monitor that they don't show you on the side that has the indicators on it. See, y'all fell for this for a long time. And I laugh because there's no way a trader is going to tell you that when they're looking at TradingView and executing their trade on another platform like MetaTrader. Do you see what the chart looks like, or do they just show you that they ended the trade at the bottom or on the side or at the top, wherever place they put it on the screen? The whole point is it's disingenuous. It's a lie. Y'all been being lied to for many years on this platform. And like Neo said in the Matrix, when I hang up this video, I'm gonna show everybody the truth. So I hope y'all enjoyed a lot of this truth telling I've been doing. I do get messages and attack for this. Don't think because it's not a whole bunch of messages and comments, I don't get it. I get attacked about this. But I'm going to tell y'all the truth because a lot of y'all who trade, y'all just come from work and y'all trade. I've left my job to become a full-time trader and software developer. And as a person who's developing software, I'm telling y'all I see things that are very heinous in the Forex market. Now, for those of y'all who are running the futures, I'm not mad at y'all. I'm making indicators for futures traders as well right now as we speak. I'm gonna tell anybody who wants to go there, you can. But just know that even there, nobody wants you to win. Okay? So don't think just because you run the futures, all of this is gonna stop. It's not. Everyone's running the futures. And futures has done a lot of complaining, to my understanding, to get these customers to come back because everybody was leaving to go to the offshore brokers. So don't think that they want to get y'all there and get the money back that they lost for all those years. Just like with COVID, with the government, everybody want their money back and they're coming for 400%. So don't think because you ran to a futures broker, you're safe either. You might as well just stick to the devil you know. Nothing wrong with learning to trade on futures and options and things of that nature. There's nothing wrong with it at all. But just understand that just because you run does not mean you're running from the problem. You're just running from one towards another. You went from Satan to Lucifer. You're still dealing with the devil. Okay, so understand. Use any advantage you have in this trading and stop sitting up there believing these people just because they're cool. A lot of y'all are drinking Kool-Aid. A lot of y'all. I read the comments and I'm just blown away. There's a person right now who scammed a bunch of people, and the comments are just all defending, and then they're actually deleting the comments of people telling the truth. I went in the comment and just spoke about trading without any kind of allegations or slander, and I was getting blocked by people. You think they want me telling y'all this? No, because I'm going against the hierarchy. And I'm not making this about me. I'm doing this for y'all because guess what? I know I'm never going to be this big person on YouTube. But at the end of the day, though, if I could get just one of y'all to not get caught and to you to spread this message to another person and keep everyone from getting scammed and finessed, then I did my job. Because they've been getting away with this for way too long. And as a person who does honest business, I'm always looked at as one of these people that's trying to scam y'all because I sell indicators. And I'm telling you, the indicators that we make are way more sophisticated than the crap that y'all get scammed buying. That's why it costs more. Our EAs have stop losses that the broker can't see. They don't like that. They don't like that. They do not like that. They do not like it. And I show y'all the email, and if you always come with receipts for everything I'm telling y'all. My robots have stop losses, and they soft breach my robots on certain brokers because they cannot see the stop loss, even though the stop loss is there. The robot's gonna close at 30 pips, just like the robot can enter trades over the weekend. They don't like that either. I had a NAS trade for 40 bands, 2 entries that I entered over the weekend. I was surprised the broker didn't message me about those trades. I was very surprised. But I know they want to know how the hell did he do that? Because the robot is working in the back office of the platform. You just got to know how to code it this way. Just like the stop loss is there and the trade is closed. They think I manually closed the trade. They see an EA took the trade and they think I manually closed it. No, the EA closed the trade. They just can't see the stop loss. So what did they do? They started making a rule that if the EA is sophisticated like that, they'll ban it from trading on that platform. So of course I could still use the EA and set the alerts on my phone, and when the alert come on, just hit the button myself manually. You can't be too lazy. I'm still gonna cook you, broker. But I'm here, and I just want y'all to know that I'm trying to get as much as y'all to cook these brokers, cook these prop firms as much as we can to get back for what they did to the little man. Just like Jay-Z said, I'm overcharging people for what they did to the cold crush. That's my mentality. I want as many people cooking these prop firms and brokers as possible for what y'all been doing to people. And like I said, if y'all don't like this content, you prop firm pushers and you brokers and all of that, y'all have to pay me to stop, because I told y'all I'm going to keep telling the truth. And the number one lesson to be learned here is that prop firms and brokers are all fake. All of them. If it's regulated, you have the best chance of dealing with a real live trade. And even then. And for the person in the Discord who asked about Oanda's prop firm and said that it's bad for U.S. traders that they don't open a prop firm in the U.S. No, it's not. I'm going to explain this too. The reason that prop firms are not accepting U.S. clients is because a regulated certificate in the U.S. costs millions of dollars. How do I know this? Well, I'll divulge this little piece of information for those who stayed to the end of the video, because it's only a small amount of y'all. I am working with a friend of mine to open an exchange. That's how I know. I'm actually working with him, and it's costing millions of dollars to do it. Millions. Whereas if we just go unregulated with this exchange, it's thousands of dollars. Every country has regulation fees. Some countries cost millions, some countries cost hundreds or thousands even. A place in St. Vincent, the Grenadines, that's the number one place people like to do it. It's only a couple dollars to do it in a place like that. So you go there for regulation. You can now say your company is regulated. However, it's only regulated in that country. So only in that country is the business 100% legit. Now, if I come to the U.S. and start doing business because I'm regulated in Hawaii, well, Hawaii's in the U.S. If I'm regulated in St. Croix and I come to the U.S. and do business, I'm telling you I'm regulated, but I'm really not regulated where I'm talking to you at. So I hate regulation because they're going to use it to screw us. But at the end of the day, we needed to cut back on some of the scamming that's going on. And for the person who said that about the Oanda account, Gnarly, you know I'm talking to you. If you watch this video to the end, the reason that Oanda's doing that is because why would I spend millions of dollars and make $300 million a year like my Forex funds when I could spend 10,000? This is the people you're dealing with. Y'all need to understand, I'm going to take as much as I can, and I'm not going to put no money behind this company. So I'm going to take 90% of traders' money, and I only spend $10,000 to do it. Do you understand that? Why would you not do that if you're somebody who don't have morals? Even me, I was going to open a broker when I heard this. I'm telling you, I was in the process of, I got somebody with some money. I was like, yo, let's do this, man. I was getting ready to really start doing it. And I thought to myself, why would I do that when I could just trade? Because at the end of the day, if I'm doing it, my intention is to take 90% of the people who come to me money. And now, to me, I'm sorry, that's a predatory way of thinking. If I want to just take your money like that, to me, that's not good. It's not a good way to look at things. You can't really trust that type of behavior. So I'm saying that to say, everything that you heard about brokers and prop firms that people tell you is not true about them stop hunting you, going after your money, that is all true. Everyone who's telling y'all that's not true, they're wrong. I'm not gonna say they're lying, but they're 100% wrong. 100% wrong. Most of the things that they say are not true are now rules inside of prop firm challenges, and brokers are starting to adopt these same rules as well now. So understand that. And to the brokers who are going to their own platforms, and y'all are hitting me up about these places, and the reason that I show no interest and I stay with MetaTrader, I'm gonna tell you this as well, not to shade these companies, but at the end of the day, y'all have to understand, CFD brokers are illegal in the US, right? Unless they're regulated. if you are illegal and getting kicked off MetaTrader for it, going to your own platform changes nothing about you still being an illegal business. So do y'all understand why I'm not jumping on board with these other platforms yet? Because whatever reason you got kicked off MetaTrader, you're just doing it on your own. It's like selling drugs on a corner. I was selling drugs and people was giving me money and I was giving them the product. Okay, that's illegal. Oh, I'm selling it online. I never put it in his hand. You're still distributing an illegal piece of product. So just because you leave a platform that's now becoming regulated to stay unregulated on your own platform, you still can be closed by the government. So you're not really you're not solving the problem by going to your own platform. The government can still come to you on your own platform and say close today because what you're doing is illegal. You are still not regulated in the US. So I get that this is a way for y'all to buy time. But I hate to say this because I know people are not going to like what I'm about to say, but you are still not solving the problem. You're just prolonging it. So you're still milking these traders because instead of MetaTrader closing and you going and getting regulated, because like I said, who wants to spend all those millions of dollars? I do get that. From a businessman perspective, I get it. I'm looking at what's going on with my partner right now with this exchange, and I'm so shocked at how much money it's going to cost. Every country has a different set of fees, and some of these countries are millions of dollars. It's in the 8-figure range in the millions right now to get this company regulated that we're working on. It's so expensive that I'm probably going to get rich if he gets to push this thing through. Just off the fees alone, I'm going to make millions off that. Easy M. Do I think it's going to happen? I personally think, and I'm saying this because people going to call me, yo, I want some money. I personally don't think it's going to go through because it's just too expensive. If he is going to do it, then that means these brokers could do it. And these brokers got all this money making $300 million a year and they're not doing it. No offense to my friend, my partner. If they're not doing it, he ain't doing it. It's too expensive. So Anda's going to open a prop firm because why would they let 300 million pass them? Everybody saw my Forex funds in that 300 million and they all jumped in the pool. This is why the government is like, oh, slow down. We're coming for all y'all. So for those platforms who left MetaTrader and started their own platform, tell me the solution to this and I'll get on board with y'all more easily. Because in my opinion, you're just prolonging the scam of Forex. Because Forex in general is a scam at this point. None of the trades are live. The market is not even live. And I kept telling y'all that the market was 7 minutes behind. And people who were talking all that indicators don't work talk never addressed what I said. Well, y'all need to start asking them in the comments. But be careful because you will get banned for not being the cool, the meat glazer. Because that's all they want in the comments. But if you ask a real simple trading question like, hey, is the market simulated in 7 minutes behind? They're gonna block you. They're not gonna answer you. They're not gonna have an answer for you because that's propaganda to what they're trying to do. Don't talk about my broker and I'm trying to sell you the link. See, it works in my favor to do this, to actually tell the truth about this, because now you're gonna go get an indicator and you're gonna beat that broker and you're gonna trade better and you're gonna be like, oh wow, Jimmy was actually right. All this time that y'all thought I was crazy or y'all was like trying to keep me quiet and keep me in the corner, hope I don't grow, I was right all this time. And these indicators that I make are going to keep killing these brokers and I'm going to keep upgrading them. And when these other platforms open up, I'm going to come over there and take all y'all money too. I'm going to have my whole Discord group taking all y'all money. Y'all just, y'all be talking now. Y'all starting to hit me up and talk to me, but y'all got to talk to me very nice. Because if y'all don't, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep going and going and going and going. All right. So I warned y'all in 2023. It's a new year now. I'm coming for 400%.